A federal jury in New York has ruled that former President Donald Trump must pay $83.3 million in damages to writer E. Jean Carroll, who accused him of raping her in a department store dressing room in the mid-1990s and defaming her by calling her a liar. The verdict, delivered on Friday after less than 3 hours of deliberation, included $11 million for damage to Carroll's reputation, $7.3 million for emotional harm and other damages, and $65 million in punitive damages. The decision came after a dramatic day in court that saw Trump storm out of the courtroom during Carroll's closing argument, in which her attorney Roberta Kaplan said Trump was a serial sexual predator who thought he was above the law. Trump, who denied knowing or assaulting Carroll, returned for his own attorney's closing argument but left the courthouse before the jury returned its verdict. He later posted on his social media platform Truth Social that the verdict was absolutely ridiculous and that he would appeal. "This is another scam. It's a political witch hunt," he wrote. "They have taken away all First Amendment rights. This is not America." Carroll, a former Elle magazine columnist, said she was overjoyed by the jury's decision and thanked them for standing up for every woman who stands up when she's been knocked down, and a huge defeat for every bully who has tried to keep a woman down. Her attorney Kaplan said the verdict proves that the law applies to everyone in our country, even the rich, even the famous, even former presidents. "We thank the jury for standing up for E. Jean and the rule of law," she added. The case was one of several lawsuits that Trump faced after leaving office. He was also sued by 2 other women who accused him of sexual misconduct, former Apprentice contestant Summer Zervos and former model Amy Doris. Trump had already been found liable for defaming Carroll while he was president by mocking her allegation in 2019, saying she was not my type and that she was lying to sell her book. A separate jury awarded her $5 million in damages last year. Carroll had asked for $10 million in this trial, arguing that Trump's comments as a sitting president caused more harm to her reputation and career. She also sought an additional amount in punitive damages to deter him from continuing to defame her. During the trial, Carroll testified that Trump attacked her in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room in late 1995 or early 1996, after they ran into each other at the store and he asked her to help him pick out a gift for a woman. She said he pushed her against a wall, pulled down her tights, and raped her. She said she did not report the incident to the police at the time because she feared retaliation and humiliation, but she confided in 2 friends who corroborated her account. She also kept the dress she wore that day, which was later tested for DNA evidence. Trump testified that he never met Carroll, despite a photo showing them together at a party in 1987, and that he had no recollection of being at Bergdorf Goodman around the time of the alleged assault. He said he had no interest in Carroll and that she was not his type. He also accused Carroll of fabricating the story to boost her book sales and to damage his reputation and political career. He said he had a right to defend himself against false accusations and that his statements were protected by the First Amendment. The jury, however, rejected Trump's defense and sided with Carroll, finding that he acted with actual malice and reckless disregard for the truth when he defamed her. The verdict is a major victory for Carroll, who said she hoped it would inspire other women to speak out against sexual violence and hold their abusers accountable. "I am not alone. We are not alone. And we will not be silenced," she said.